Hello everyone, hello. Where's the game? Well, there's the game. There we are. Yeah, welcome on in everyone. Thank you very much, Keepy, for the Prime sub. I know that went off yesterday, but it is what it is. Yeah, thank you very much for that, mate. Yeah, welcome on in everyone. Welcome on into a little bit more of the Thaumaturge now. Apologies, it is a little bit late. I know this. I've actually been a little bit out of it today. You can probably already tell I'm not feeling 100% today, but I did want to play this, of course. I'm enjoying it. Like I really am. It's actually really, really good. It might be a bit heavy for the way I'm feeling at the moment, but it should be fine. It should be fine. We'll just burn through it. Then call it, then take a rest, you lazy fucker. I'm trying not to be lazy. I'm trying not to be lazy, but no, I'll be fine. I just gotta try and wake myself up. I didn't sleep very well last night. I ended up sleeping a little bit during the day. I've had a whole thing. But other than that, I hope everyone's doing okay. I've actually got tea today because I think I might have actually had a little bit too much coffee as well. My dad went out this morning and he, well, first and foremost, we went out. We went to the garage to have a look at my car, and there's what seems to be a hole in a oil filter that I've got. Now it's just basically like a round cylinder. It's about this big, and it's obviously inside the car, which is all covered up or whatever, and it seems like something has damaged it, which seems very suspicious, because the rest of it seems fine. Like you can see that there's paint that's been chipped or whatever, and it's just like, and the mechanics were saying, you know, oh, it's just one of those things that happen, like, you know, it's erosion. Now the fact of the matter is the car is 6 years old, but it's done 24,000 miles, which isn't a lot. You know, they say people average between 8 to 10,000 miles a year. Now, given I've had it for 6 years, I've actually done half of that. And I've had oil changes and oil filter changes and stuff, so it's a little bit suspicious. So it is what it is. And then my dad went out and bought me a coffee press, which was, it's nice, but fuck me, it hits harder than a normal coffee. So I'm actually having tea today, just so I can kind of like try and relax a little bit. So I've been asleep for most of the day myself. Antibiotics are hitting hard at the moment. Well, hopefully you feel better soon, mate. Hopefully you do feel better soon. What do you weakling? Oh, yeah, because I know you literally like chew on coffee granules. I know that's you. Like, I know you just walk around with a drip and it's just like coffee, just like. What I did notice though with the game is we got the Lelek here. Now in the last stream, it was the Bukovac, which is the second Salator, I think it's Salator, that you collect. In the last stream, we ended up collecting this one. So maybe each Salator you collect, it actually gives you a different one within the opening menu, which is quite interesting actually. I do like that little detail. I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. Oh, sorry, chap. Yeah, so we are going to crack on. I say it might be a little bit heavy. We'll see how we get on today. I did have a little bit of a troubleshoot as well regarding the crashes. Now, apparently it's a common thing where people are having the same experience, where they'll play it for a couple of hours and it will just completely freeze your PC or whatever. And apparently it's something to do with the resolution screening. So I've actually just turned that off. Some people have like DLS. Or DLSS. I didn't have this on. I didn't have this one on. I think I had this TSR. So I actually just turned it off, and then fingers crossed. Do you want to make any? Do you want to say save it? No, I don't. So fingers crossed that actually works out. So for those who do play the game and you do experience that, maybe that might be an option for you. So we are going to crack on. In the last stream, we ended up finding, say, the Lelek, which was attached to someone called Danis. And Danis seemed to have a bit of a relationship with some person called Pasha, I think it was. And Pasha ended up dying because of a stupid Russian roulette game. And Danis didn't really mourn his death. And apparently there was a little bit more than a friendship, so it was kind of almost like a lover. So we ended up capturing the Lelek, and now we have tamed it. That's why we're with Rasputin here. So we're going to crack on. We're going to do as much as we can. 365 dinner recipes. We're not reading any of that. I will try my best to try and read what we can, if it is appropriate, of course. I don't want to really. I'm not going to sit down and start reading a recipe for shit, basically. So, yeah, we are going to attend the soiree now. So we're just going to have a little bit more of a mooch round. Who are you? No one of interest. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll go to the soiree now. Now, I don't know if the Lelek is any good. Now, when we looked at it yesterday, the Lelek is for mind. So we have heart, mind, deed, and word. We haven't unlocked word yet, which is, I think, probably the next one we will hope to be getting, just so we can continue with our upgrades. Now, we should develop this just because it's going to be it's just going to unlock a skill. Then there's icy armor. Additional armor lowers taking damage from every attack by 4. That is actually really nice, because it will come to a point where I think we will start taking some big damage. So what we're going to go here, we've got placement. Receives damage in the last round of a state duration. Now, this is actually pretty nice if we can get it on a damage over time, which isn't like, it's max 4. I don't know if you can have a damage over time which you can have for like 2 rounds. Because if you can do that, then that's great. All right, we might as well put something in there anyway. Makes planned attack 17 to 20. Makes you lose focus instead of taking damage. Increases the damage of the Salator next attack by 50. Okay, we will go to the option. Yeah, we're gonna have to put something in here. So I think we might go for the max damage. Where was that? Increases the damage. Nope. Makes every attack on the enemy deal the maximum possible. Yeah, we'll put that into this here because there's no point not doing it. And then we've got our flaws. So we've got pride, we've got vehementance, and we've got recklessness now. So this is our flaw, which our upper is attached to, and then we've been able to get these two. So by the looks of things, there's another 9 Salators that we can collect. There we go. Right, so let's have a little look on the map. See, we've got a new quest over here. We've got a point of interest, and we've got the barber and the place of respite. We're not going to go look at that, but we will go and get the point of interest. We might as well. Can we put a mark on the map? No, we can just go this way though, and then we've got to bend it round to the right. Flirtatious woman. Why not?
Hello.
Indeed. Fanciable.
Not close. I would even say a solid 8, wouldn't you?
I'll take an 8.
I don't know.
I'll
We'll see
take an
when
8,
he turns
chat.
around.
We'll see when he turns around. I'll turn around.
8 it is.
I'll take an 8, chat.
Will you show us something more?
Yo, am I getting my dick out?
May I ask what you ladies are doing?
What everyone does. We're evaluating.
Ask what a solid 8 means.
A solid 8?
You know, on a scale from 1 to 10, you look quite spiffy, sir.
Why are you schmoozing with some sucker who's already suited and booted for his own funeral? And you, lousy fop, got an itch in looking for some philandering at the Marble Orchard, are you?
6, 5.
0. There's nothing here for you. Mr. 8 got some you-know-what, so he caught our eye. And vice versa, I can tell.
Is that Mark Vard from
Get ready for
KCD?
some shellacking, lads.
It's close enough.
We got a dandy looking for some extra ventilation.
How you doing,
And,
Benry?
as luck would have it, not too far from the orchard either.
Sir, you have the unique opportunity of becoming a 10.
Is this a new... Oh, okay. Okay then, so we've got a bit of combat here. We've got Deed, we've got Mind, and we've got Heart. So we can deal with all of those, I think. Requires Dimensional Force Mind to disable. So we can't do this. Dimensional Force... Mind, so we don't have enough here to actually do that, which is, again, it's fine, it is what it is. So we are going to maybe look at, yeah, we're gonna have to, if we wanted to get to that, we would have to get to here, so we need 6 points, so we can't do that. That's fine. We'll just have to nuke, really. So the easiest guy that we can probably deal with here would probably be this one here, because he's only got 2 focus points. We're going to take a lot of damage this round, so we're going to... we're not going to go for that. Let's have a little look at Lelek, though. So he needs to be done with Deed, which I believe is the Salator. The Bukovac. Yeah, Deed. Here we go. Now, this is a very slow move. This is just a normal move, and it will reduce his... It will knock him down. Reduces impact on owner's focus by 1. The person who's going to attack next is your boy, so we could potentially try and slow him down. Okay, so... can we slow him down with anything here? Right, let's have a little look to see what we can do. We can't actually disable this either. Reduces the amount of damage taken by 80. So this is going to be a bit of a problem trying to sort him out. So we might just have to... We might just have to ride out his damage. We might just have to... Well, if we can... Yeah, that'll be a problem. Okay, how about we just ignore him for the moment? We're just going to ignore him, and then we're going to focus on your boy here. We're going to go for a... we do need to use Bukovac here, so that's going to give him a Suffering. So we're going to put that on, and then this is a quick attack, and this is going to be a quick chance to... Restores 3 focus, slowing down the enemy, and this gives Suffering, so it might make sense to actually put this on here so he can hopefully slow him down. It's only 3 to 4 damage, but it's also going to give him the damage over time, so we're going to actually put that in. Hopefully it works out. Okay, so it did slow him down, which is perfect. He's going to be taking some damage over time as well, and he's in a suffering state. We could potentially do some stuff with this now. So, we're going to issue an order for upper, I think. We haven't taken any damage so far. There is something that will... There is something that does more damage. Oh. This is a good shout. This is a very good shout. We're going to put that in, but on my turn, I'm going to actually try and do a suffering state with this guy. So then that would increase the damage on this. So we're actually going to put that on now. So it's going to give damage over time to everyone. And then now everyone's going to be taking a shot. He's going to probably die at this point. So now we could probably focus on... who are we going to focus on here? You know what? We could arguably... we're going to do this. We can actually try and reduce his focus. Okay, he's completely gone. That was beautiful. Okay, a shot taken. That's absolutely fine. And he's going to shoot as well. That's, again, absolutely fine. We're going to be able to get some... morale back here, hopefully. If we go for a... on your boy here, we're going to actually use this. They've got a couple of rounds, so we got more than enough time. Here, he's going to die very quickly, so we could arguably go for a... is there anything that's going to be able to give us some health back? I don't think so. We could try and slow this guy down. We'll try and slow him down as well. Okay, so he's not going to be doing any damage now. Has he been slowed down? Okay, he died. Yeah, he's been very, very slowed down. Right, so we might as well do concussion here. And not of this world, or we could go for this one, which is... cast state on all enemies. That is really nice, actually. So we'll have a look at this as well. That's interesting. Lowers all enemies' focus by 1. We're going to try with... oh, here's a pure focus. Reduces focus by 2. Reduces focus by 2 and interrupts the enemy's planned attack if the enemy is in a suffering state. Okay. Oh. Okay, cool. There's Mark Vard Von Owlet, it's gone. Okay, so that's the Thaumaturge point there and then. Lovely. Can we talk to your lovely ladies? What? I thought... I'm a 10. I'm a 10 chat. Right, where was we going? We were going to go and do this point of interest up here. I do like the combat in this game. I do like turn-based combat. Okay, can we get in?
What is this foolishness? Open this gate!
Right. No one can keep us from entering the cemetery. It's a free well...
How long are you going to keep wagging your chins? If it's closed, it's closed! Oh, Mr. Shulsky, finally.
As a result of your decisions, this path is closed.
Why is the cemetery closed?
I won't talk about it out here in front of these boors. Come inside.
Oh, okay.
You're letting him in, Gravedigger? What the hell is going on?
Shut your mouths or I won't open till Judgment Day. This is about your father, you know.
Oh, okay. Enter as per the Gravedigger's request.
All right, let's see what this is about.
Bah!
What did my father do this time?
I've got two pieces of news, so to speak. There's bad news, and I'm not sure what the other one is. Which do you want to hear first?
I mean, always start with bad news because then you always end on a high.
Tell me the bad news.
Today some rebel rousers came here and started making trouble. They ravaged your family tomb.
That is bad news.
What do you mean, ravaged?
I couldn't believe it either. I sent you a note immediately.
What about the other news?
One night, I went out and saw the dead lying around. But not in their places, you know? In the pathways. And then I saw their graves dug up, as if the dead crept right out of the ground.
And these bodies are still lying here?
No, of course not. You can't do that. But if you want to learn more about the case, they might come out again tomorrow night.
Okay.
People are starting to talk about resurrections and the end of the world. Resurrections and now these maniacs. Judgment Day seems to be upon us, you know?
Ask about the resurrections.
According to my knowledge, dead bodies don't rise on their own. Were there any witnesses? Any noise at night? Traces?
Nothing. Just the stiffs in odd places.
Okay, what about the troublemakers?
Those vandals that ravaged the tomb, what did they look like?
I closed the gate because they're still hanging around there. Why
Oh.
don't you see for yourself, you know?
Okay, nice. Okay, I'll go and see the
Goodbye.
tomb.
Get rid of this scum at once.
Okay, so we're going to go fuck some people up who messed with our dad's tomb. We got a admire the view. So this should be a little bit more experience here. Lovely stuff. And yep, some experience there. And where are they? They're going to be... They're probably over there. So we're going to go this way. Oh, hello. Examine obituary. The late P. Thaumaturge gave up his spirit to God on the 3rd of September 1905. The procession of the body of the Pulaski Cemetery will take place on Friday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon from his home at number 7. The bereaved wife invites the family and all well wishers to this somber rite. Okay. A crumpled newspaper pages ooze with someone's cool, cynical calculation. They use the obituary page as a map to find those waiting to be dug up, trace unknown. So does that mean there is a... Does that mean there's a Salator around? Note from a sermon, it's not hard to see what harmful fads and entertainment from the West has spread among our youth. And right under our noses too. I'm talking here, for one, about the infamous teacher who was giving lessons on how to twitch in frenzied fits. But he had the gal to accept money for it. Fortunately, owing to a few vigilant parishioners and my own intervention, this shameful demoralisation will soon cease. Okay, so it's another limited quest. There's something else around here. I don't know where though. A tomb. It remembers the times of uprisings and cholera epidemics. A fresh trace of pain raised above all memories that the statue had been a silent witness to, the widower's trembling hand seeking support. The vibrations permeated the bricks with the mixture of revulsion and grief caused by the ghastly sight of a corpse of his recent buried wife perched on her open coffin. Okay. Right, there's something up here as well. Ooh, some...
Darn it. Look at him. I think he's a real, temperamencer. I'll show you how you talk to magicians. Are you so eager to die, Tempermancer?
I mean, it's kind of... I don't know why they're doing it, but it's obviously personal. So we're going to start a fight.
Gentlemen, don't take it personally, but I can't allow you to continue this devastation. My sister spent a fortune on the engraving. She'll kill me if she finds out what happened here.
Then she'll have to get in line.
Okay. So we got Sylvester Stallone, Tubby, and this motherfucker. Right, let's improve our Thaumaturge. We can do an additional armor for this. We're going to develop that. And we're also going to probably go for... Let's go for this. Okay, cool. So, oh, actually, we can do our upgrades as well. So we've got Adrenaline Rush. We can either have it on this, which is the Perfectionism. Makes every attack on an enemy deal with maximum damage, which isn't too bad for 17 to 20 damage. I think we might, though. I think we might actually want to go for this, because it might actually increase the increases inflicted damage by 50%. So this isn't. I think that might actually be a bit better. So we're going to lock those in, and we're going to start a fight. So your boy, he's got Deed, and we can attack with our Bukovac. He's got Mind, which is Lelek, and then he's got Heart, which we use Upper. So each one has got 4, 5, 4 on their focus, and 37, 29, 36. The guy who's probably going to cause us the most issues... See, this incurs a counter-attack, so he's prepping. So how about we... If we issue an order with the Lelek, and we can try and reduce... It's... I mean, it's going to take a couple of rounds for him to kind of... These two to get in the fray. So it's going to be this guy, but he has got counter-attack. So I think it's probably in our best interest to get Upper. Yeah, we'll get Upper here, and we will use... If we use this... We're not going to take any damage at the moment because he's only counting a counter... Well, he's prepping a counter attack. So we could arguably not attack him, so it might not do any damage. Planned attack reduces the focus by an additional 1 point if the enemy is in a suffering state. Now he's not going to be doing this. He's not going to be in a suffering state, is he? And we don't want to be adding this. How about we give this guy here some damage over time? Yeah, we're going to give him some damage over time. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We lost 1 focus. Now, what is his thing? So, makes you immune to gaining new step. Okay. So, we didn't give him any damage over time, actually. That's a big ick. However, we can use this one now. So, how about... What's he got? Reduces taking damage by 80. But actually, we could probably do this now. Yeah, we're going to do this now. Trait disabled, and then we're going to give him some damage over time. Okay, that's fine. So he's going to die relatively soon. Now we're going to get this guy. We're going to have upper, and we're gonna have... He hasn't got less than 50% health, but we do need to do this relatively soon. So I think we should be using this just because it's going to be the quickest attack. We might be able to slow him down. Yeah, I think we want to try and... Yeah, we'll try and slow the guy down. So trait disabled, lovely. And it didn't slow him down. Okay, fine. That's fine. Okay, we do need to get some focus back because we are going to be struggling here. Restores 3 focus. So we're going to get this on. He's going to die. He's going to die. So we're going to use this on you. This one, he needs the Lelek. So if I go to the Lelek here. They are in a suffering state, so we could... Yes, we'll do that. That's fine. So it's going to give us... Oh, there we go, munch munch. That's fine. We've got 2 focus left. He's gone now. This person's going to die, and then he's going to die relatively soon. Right, we're gonna put this on. Although saying that, if we go to the Lelek, that's not going to be done in time. If we can attack him first, he shouldn't be able to take down 2 of our focus in 1 round. So how about we go onto the upper. If the enemy's health is... It gives an additional cast of suffering. So I think... This is probably... That's the best course of action. If we can give ourselves some health back... in any way, shape or form. I don't think we can, so we're going to actually try and focus on this guy here. Restores your focus by 3. Let's just restore our focus here. Yeah, we're okay. We're fine here now. Okay, he's dead, and we've just got your boy here. Let's just do a... Can't do a planned attack. Let's issue an order. Let's get our upper out, and... If we do that, and do this... Yeah, we'll do that. So that's going to reduce his focus down to 0, and that means we can do a planned attack or a Yep, he's gone. That's fine. A little bit of experience there. No, we can't pick up any loot. It's not really a thing here. And they were up here. So let's have a little nosy on what's gone on.
Let's take a look around.
So there's something here. They've done some scribbling on the floor. Discarded crowbar. A crude tool. As crude as the man who used it. The steel reverberates with a desire to destroy what is a strange, corrupted by magic and unfamiliar. Just like they were instructed by the was. No idea what the was is, but a page demons was. My father, a demon. Fine, let them have it their way. A page demon? I have no idea what that means. Right, there's nothing over here. We've took these out. We might as well go and talk to your boy, the gravedigger. Unless there's anything else going on in the cemetery. Wouldn't appear so. So yeah, let's go and talk to your boy.
So, Mr. Shulsky, you gave those lads by the tomb a good belting, huh? I could hear the echoes.
Thank you, but they weren't too keen to talk, and I have a few questions to ask.
Maybe I could help, you know?
Ask what the was is.
What is the WAS? Those fellas at the mausoleum were connected with it.
Ah, the Warsaw Anti-Thaumaturge Society. Loonies, you know?
Okay.
Ever since your father was laid to rest here, they've been yelling their heads off by the walls.
Where can I find their bosses? You know?
Why? Do you smell blood? There's one behind the cemetery wall inciting the crowd. Ask him.
Okay.
Once you have cleaned up near the mausoleum, I can open the gate.
Lunatics from the WAS. The gravedigger says that WAS stands for the Warsaw Anti-Thaumaturge Society. Their agitator can be found by the cemetery wall. Okay, let's draw a conclusion. The vendetta that the Warsaw Anti-Thaumaturge Society has targeted my father. Normally I would say, be my guest, but they're acting so nastily I put them on my blacklist. In order to learn more about them, I should find their agitator by the Pawłowski Cemetery wall. Okay, cool.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much, mate.
Good luck with the WAS, you know? Let me know when you get rid of them.
Okay, cool. Is there anything else in this area that we can quickly look at? I don't think so. Also, Benry, if you are still there, my good man, are you streaming a little bit later on?
Get a steak for when your life is at stake. Make any vampire quickly retire. An aspen steak for you, sir? Premium wood, carved at midnight on the solstice. They're cheap.
Start talking about vampires, notice the rest of his goods. Let's notice the
The
rest of his
steaks
goods.
are exquisite, I must admit. What else do you sell?
Holy icons, miraculous Marys, salt.
Table salt?
Consecrated, but the steaks, I tell you, sir. Ever since they buried the magician,
Okay.
they've been selling like hotcakes. Anyone with some sense buys them.
Do you believe in all of this?
I believe in money. And if people are willing to buy a stick out of fear, then who am I to argue?
Okay, say goodbye then.
Goodbye. I hope the vampires don't take revenge on you.
They have no interest in me. I'm anemic. Please, tell your friends. On Wednesdays, I sell 4 steaks for the price of 2.
Okay, cool. Not really sure his worth. Oh, this person's at the back, isn't it? Gotta try and find the WAS. So if I go to my journal and let's have a little look. Right, they're alive. Where's this located? Visit the cemetery at night, so we might as well wait until the night time here.
Aren't your legs getting sore? Stupid question.
Okay, let's wait.
Let's wait until
Night time.
So, let's kill some time.
Working and lurking, not tonight. I usually do Mondays, Wednesdays and Saturdays. Oh, okay. It's a bit sad actually because I got the next couple of days off and it was a good stream last night that you had. Yeah, it was really, really good. And I know you, obviously for those who are aware of it and stuff, with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, you're at like a very, very interesting part. I'm not going to say any more, of course, but yeah, it was very interesting when I was playing it. Right, so investigate the case of corpses coming back to life. Okay, so it's around here. You're doing some weird shit to a thing, right? So we can't mess around with that. Oh, can we go inside? Yeah, we can. Yeah, so there's nothing else going on in here. I thought there might have been a little something. Right. You're just saying that because of our hot date with Rosa. I'm more interested in getting our hands dirty with hands.
There's something odd nearby.
Something odd nearby.
There's something odd nearby.
Oh, what's this? It was a good time though. Yeah, it was good. The smell of kerosene from a still smouldering wick gives you the profound sense of injustice settled on the candle. In the wisp of bluish smoke from the flickering flame, I can feel a grievance over the fact they pay more to dig up a stiff than to bury them. Trace familiar. Okay, there's also these things here. Read that. Got this. A tombstone. Vitaly Goremikin's grave. On the deadly cool tombstone, the gravedigger has left words of prayer and a concern of straying on the marble. The concern that the dead won't rest in place in accord with the laws of nature. It's a harbinger of the apocalypse. The third one this week. Trace unknown. What about this? Graph. Okay. There's something going on.
Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here.
Yeah, there could potentially be. Is there a oh.
Nothing can be kept secret from me.
The last lilies of the garden, picked with the intention of bringing her joy, fell on the cobblestone when she saw her walking arm in arm with another man. The symbol of purity has been tainted with black ink. May she regret her decision. Okay, so we've come up with a decision. Well, a conclusion, sorry. People's envy is boundless. So we should... so why should we care about... Why should anyone care about it? The fleur de lis pattern is a bold move. The jacquard vest will dazzle everyone, and the ruby red will be the talk of the town. New world fashion doesn't know the virtue of modesty. Let them be envious. Oh.
Hey, Valush, look what they got dragged in.
God damn. Are you the ones disturbing the dead and strewing the bodies all over the graveyard?
No, not that. We are professionals. We've got the troublemaker here. I bet he'll call the Undertaker. That's too bad.
Also, I've just clicked on Benry. Yesterday, when during the stream when you done the deed with Rosa, you literally said like 2 minutes before you done the deed, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to ruin the chance of doing it with Hans. And then literally 2 minutes later, you went, "Oh yeah, I'm doing it," and I was just like, "Okay." It was very good though. It was very good. Not my proudest wank, but you know. Alright, start threatening them. Promise you won't turn them in. Ask if they're from the WAS.
Are you from the Anti-Thaumaturge Society?
We don't care if they're magicians or not.
Steve. It's Steve.
Start threatening
The
them.
Gravedigger will be surprised to see all this looting.
Fuck, I knew Thursday would be no good.
Oh, it is
Don't
Thursday
be a
as well.
sissy. It'll be all over soon.
Sorry about that, chat. So sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the game. It is what it is. I'm going to quickly have a look to see what we can do. We are back. Yeah, I know. So we've had this issue every single stream. To be fair, it's really annoying. Apparently, it's something to do with it was something to do with this. But apparently, no, it's not you. It's definitely me. Apparently, it was something to do with the DLS. Not even DLS, just like resolution scaling. And I'm just looking now on a previous post, and people are just saying like they turned off their resolution scaling, and it stopped it. I don't know why it's still doing it here, but it is what it is. So I'm going to try. I'm going to try and continue. I'll try my best. Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? People are saying DLSS seems to be leaking memory, so do not try the other resolution scaling options. Disabling the resolution scaling stops freezing for me. So yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea what this is. I could try turning down the overall quality. That might help, turning down the quality, because if it's down to video memory, then maybe just a little bit less graphics might actually help. I guess we'll see. Right, so we've done this. Yeah, we're going to do that, and we're just going to hopefully just jump straight back in. It's annoying because the thing is as well. Oh shit, we're here. Right, we're gonna go and talk to your boy. Wasn't there a few other things that we had to do? Yes, there was.
Let's take a look around.
Right, we've done this. We've read that, and we've read this. But yeah, one of the things that's annoying about it is, obviously, everything I do, I just whack on YouTube, just because it's basically free storage, isn't it? Really.
So,
yeah, we're gonna skip all the dialogue that we can.
Thank you.
Maybe I could. Ever?
Where can I?
Yeah, I'll just whack
Why?
everything on YouTube
You
just
smell-
because it's
What's
free
your
storage. I'll draw the conclusion and leave,
Goodbye.
and then
Good luck with the
but-
WAS, you know?
for anything I
Let
put
me
on
know
YouTube.
when you get.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude, shut the fuck up. Anything I put on YouTube, I have to kind of like edit the videos and then upload it, where before, like if there's no issues, I just export it straight to YouTube. So it's a little bit annoying. We'll wait.
Aren't your legs getting sore?
Wait here until night.
So,
But the thing is, we was only streaming for like 30, 35, 40 minutes or whatever it was. And before it was like couple of hours at least before we actually stumbled across a problem. So fingers crossed, turning the graphics down might actually have solved it. Right, let's go to our journal, and we was dealing with these, wasn't we? But we didn't actually... Oh yeah, there was more things, wasn't there?
The things people come up with.
Cool. And there was some other things here. Find a way to deal with the WAS. Right, we read that. We read this. There was one over here, which was a toppled candle. Yep. Now, I don't think there's anything else around here. Okay, cool.
Hey, Valush, look what they got dragged in.
God damn.
What I have
Are you the
noticed
ones
as well,
disturbing the dead and strewing the bodies all over the
it
graveyard?
is cutscenes like this that cause it as well.
Not that. We are professionals. We've got the troublemaker here. I bet he'll call the Undertaker. That's too bad.
Start throwing
The
them in.
gravedigger will be surprised to see all this looting.
Fuck, I knew Thursday would be no good.
Don't be a sissy. It'll be all over soon. I'll take the coat. I'll take the clodhoppers.
Okay. Okay, cool. Right, so let's. We don't have to adjust our upgrades. We can just start the fight. Dimensional Force, we need to be at tier 4, but we can't do that yet, so that's fine. This is tier 5, and we can only use the Bukovac. He restores 7 health per round. He gets reduced damage and makes you immune to gaining new negative effects. So we're going to have to kill him with just straight up damage. Here we're going to have to try and do damage over time, I think. And then this we're going to have to, we can sort him out. Okay, so we're going to get the Bukovac out. Who's going to be attacking first? You're attacking first. So how about we get onto your boy and we give you some suffering. And we're going to go for maybe some suffering as well. Old wound. Yes. Okay, we slowed him down as well, which is lovely. I think. He can't be... We haven't gave him any suffering here. He can't get suffering. Yes, he can't get any suffering, which is... It's a big ick, but never mind. We're going to have to do damage over time on your boy anyway, so it's one of those. And... Yeah, we'll just do that. So we've got two stacks of that. Okay, it's sliced us, which is fine. He's taking a lot of damage. He's going to be going relatively soon. Bleeding, inflicts bleeding, that's fine. So on your boy here, we can actually use the with the Bukovac. It's 16. It's not fantastic because these could die during the next round or two. Well, he won't. He could. So I'm just thinking. Bring your upper out. That's not interesting for us at the moment. And that's not interesting either. So I think here we're going to actually have to just keep our book back out. If we go to... If we... See, he's going to die. And he's going to die. So I think we should probably focus on this guy here and just try and do as much damage as we possibly can. And in order to do that, we're going to actually have to use... I think we're going to actually have to use this, aren't we? We're going to have to try and reduce its focus. Yeah, we have to just try and reduce its focus as quickly as possible. Oh, okay, that was a rough hit. Okay, so we got a bleed on the go here. The only one who's going to be doing damage this round is going to be you. He could potentially die at the end of this round, though, maybe. So if we just do a... If we use that... The only one who's going to do a move is you, boy. That's fine. He's downed. He's going to be down to this one anyway. So we're going to also use this. And we're going to get our upper out. And we're going to use these. There we go. He's dead. And now we can use our conclusion. I'm interested to try and use our Bookerback. Because I think he might do the most amount of damage. 21. That's 26, 23 to 26, or 21 to 27. I think we'll go to 21, 27. And this is 23 to 24. There we go. Nice. Okay, so investigate the case of corpses coming back to life. Can't talk to any of these boys here. I can't go through here. There's nothing going on over there, so we can just ignore that. Right, we're going to have to investigate around here. Right, so there's nothing over there. Potentially around here. We can talk to the gravedigger now, actually, so that might be an option.
Sweet Jesus, don't scare me. I'm just here to see if the dead are lying down.
Okay,
as
Benry,
they
yeah,
should.
thanks so much for dropping in. And hopefully the rest of your day goes really smoothly. Okay, cool.
Goodbye.
Good luck with the WAS, you know? Let me know when you get rid of them.
Anything up here? No. It's not you. It's nothing to do with what you're doing, although what you're doing is probably... I got those corpses lying around, which is the ones we sorted out earlier. There's nothing here. I don't think there's anything to do with our thing. So investigate the case of corpses coming back to life. Is someone just digging them up? Curious. Very curious. Okay, so how about we had these things around here with you boys. Nothing on this. We can't go up there. Again, we can't go around here anyway. Well, there is something here. A shovel. Lying woefully, someone here fails to take care of their tools. The grave robber. The worn-out shaft radiates with a fresh alarm and fear. Someone hastily dropped the tool as soon as they heard someone approaching. Did I startle that someone? Draw a conclusion. Okay, so I think we can now trace the person who it is. Talk to the grave digger.
Sweet Jesus, don't scare me. I'm just here to see if the dead are lying down as they should.
Testify what you have determined about the rising corpses.
I searched the area. Grave robbers are more of a separate issue, but I learned something about the rising corpses.
I'm dying of curiosity. Do you understand?
It seems that the corpses are helped in their wanderings by someone who knows the cemetery well and keeps their tools here.
Hold on. My hands are clean.
And is frustrated by how little you pay him.
Lech? He's my assistant. Are you saying he's involved in this?
Yes. Where can I find him?
And he probably drinks with those friends of his own in Green Square. That louse. If you meet him, tell him he's fired.
Okay, cool.
Goodbye.
Good luck with the WAS, you know? Let me know when you get rid of them.
Okay, cool. Okay, so now we have to go and investigate the corpses coming back to life. We have to go to... He said he was at a bar, if I can remember correctly. Okay, so we're going to go and do that, but I think we've got to go and catch a tram or something like that. Or... Yes, we're going to go catch a tram. The tailor or there. Yes, right, we're going to go there. It would be great if they brought out a Sherlock Holmes game like this. Like, I know there was like chapter 1, which was... It was shit, to be fair. I really did not enjoy it. The petals of the mallows tremble in the wind, just like her lips trembled during the first kiss that hot summer. Violet rippled with sunrise, and her heart filled with sweetness. The memory of that moment awakens every time she colours the canvas with violet. Okay, save game, and I imagine we're going to be having a little conversation with your boy.
Which one of you is Lech?
I am. What's your business?
Digging at the cemetery at night. I know you're the one digging up bodies from graves. Valush and his crew are also friends of yours?
What? I have no idea who you're talking about. Maybe he's drunk. It's some lunatic. We have no choice, fellas. He's asking for a beating.
Oh. Okay. So we got Lech and you got your two friends here. So he's got a lot of focus, and so is he. In fact, they've all got quite a lot of focus. So we do need to attack with Lech. We can't use that, and we can use the Book of Acts. So we're going to use a Book of Acts first. On you, who's the next person to attack? It's Lek. What does that do? It recovers health every 7 points every round. So damage over time, probably. Damage over time would probably be more preferable. So we're going to use the Bukovac on you. We're going to use Suffering, so it's going to do some damage over time on him. And him, we're probably going to try and slow him down. Although doing that is going to get the health back. So we could use this, which is going to give him damage over time and hopefully slow him down. Trait disabled, lovely. And nope, it did not slow him down, but that's fine. It's only 2 health on 1 focus. He's going to be doing okay. He should be fine. With this, we can use Agony. The next person to do any damage will be your boy here. It's only going to be a bleed, which is only minor damage. He's got a thing with Lelek, so we can maybe slow him down with Lelek. And that's going to protect us from the bleed that we have, so we might as well do that. And that's going to disable his trait as well. Okay. Okay, so that's protected us in the whole round with any bleeds or whatever. That's fine. He's got more damage going out than he's got health coming in, so that's a good start. Reduces his focus by an additional 1. But I don't think that's really that interesting. How about we go to the Bukovac? If we use this, and this, that should kill him. Apparently that'll kill him as well. There's no point going into round 4 with the damage, so we might as well just do a quick attack here. Double damage as well, which is perfect. Okay, sliced me for 2 health and 1 focus. He's going to die this round because of the Bukovac. So now we can focus on your boy here. We're going to do a action reaction, and it's going to restore some of our health. Might as well. So Lek has gone down and gives us some health back. He's going to attack us, but he's going to die from a bleed. Now we just got your boy. Okay. Here we can just do a planned attack. Oh, actually, do we do a planned attack? Can we go for the... We can go for Old Wound. I mean, what's he got here? Permanently disabled. So he doesn't get any health. We might as well go for this. That could hopefully slow him down. And then we can go for the upper, and we can remove all negative effects on us. We're going to do that. That might slow him down for an additional turn. It did go for an additional turn. So now we've got no negative effects. He's also lost his next turn, really. So now we can go to a planned attack, and then if upper does their attack as well, the higher the target's health, the more damage it does. How about we go to the Bukovac, and hopefully they're in a suffering state as well, so it will do an additional 8 damage more. Might as well. Nice.
Holy Virgin, save me! What do you want from me?
Make him confess about why he disturbs the
Why
dead.
do you disturb the dead? Aren't you ashamed?
I won't do it again, really. But it wasn't my idea, I swear. They told me to. And as for Valush and his people, they're tight with the carpenter. He builds coffins in the nearby yard.
Okay. Ask who hired it.
Who told you to do it?
Oh, this one guy. Konieczny. Włodzimierz Konieczny. The head of this whole WAS.
Where can I find the WAS office?
You need to walk down from the cemetery. 10 Młynarska Tylna Street.
Okay. Make him speak about his cooperation with the WAS.
People won't find out who defaced the graves of their loved ones on one condition.
Thank you. God, thank you. What do you need?
Fucking
I need you
Tanzer.
to tell me something. Why did the Włodzimierz make you dig up the corpses?
Well, the way I see it, he wanted to scare people. And it worked, didn't it?
I think I need to have a chat with Włodzimierz.
Oh, since you're going there, can you tell him I'm still waiting for the money? He said he'd get it from membership fees, so he can't say he doesn't have any.
Okay. So what I was just doing then, chat, on my stream deck, I've got the, like, it's like stats of like my RAM, my CPU usage, and my GPU usage. And given the fact that the game is not really strenuous, it's currently sitting at like 66 for both the CPU and the GPU. Now, I genuinely don't know if that is normal or not. I don't really pay attention to that. It could be the reason why the game struggles. Because if I was to go to the options here, if I was to just drop it to 75 or whatever, there's no point having it higher, is there? And then I went to the percentage of screen resolution. The value changes with the selected upscaling method. I mean, that won't really make no difference, will it? When we don't have the resolution scaling on anyway, so I don't think that's really a thing. The advanced algorithm, synchronizes the processor and graphics card work, ensuring lower system delays. I'll just apply those. I'm not sure if that was actually... I mean, to be fair, we could just lower the... Just because. No, I don't think it's really making any difference. I generally don't know if it's making any difference or not. So obviously we're just going to continue. Okay, so we gotta go this way now. Yeah, it's a bit strange because I say a lot of people were saying the reason why they will struggle with the game with like the crashes and stuff is because of the resolution scaling. All right, we've got to go to the cemetery now. Yeah, I think it might just be normal. God knows. Really don't know. Okay, we've got to read here. Might as well read it for some experience. Which way are we going? We've got to go this way now. Yeah, it's a strange one, isn't it? Because the thing is, it's not exactly... Oh, hello. What's this? A WIS banner. Keep Thaumaturge away from holy sites. Oh, okay. Trace unknown. Thoughts of a person who created the banner while roving around the fabric like lost sheep. The first one is pacing around impatiently, the second one in fear, the third one is making fun of the represented ideas, the fourth is wandering in doubt. Trace unknown. Ooh, okay. The WAS leaflet, the Warsaw Anti-Thaumaturgy Society, has been on an important mission to combat thaumaturgy and all its manifestations in the public sphere for 3 years now. We see the activities and existence of temperomancers as a huge threat to citizens and the civilization as a whole. Let us join together to forbid the growth of the festering ulcer on the fabric of history, which is the reign of thaumaturgists are over humankind, which they have been pursuing for centuries. Support our activities with a donation. We accept checks, cash, and in-kind donations. Please address donations to the WAS. We also invite you to join our ranks for our society. Recruitment is always open. Okay. Let's talk to the loudmouth.
Have you been feeling tired lately?
Yes.
Have your wives been hysterical? Your chickens getting sick? Milk going sour for no reason?
Yes.
That's all caused by temperomancy. Curses, black magic, evil energy.
Keep listening.
You don't believe it? Here's proof. Ever since that temperomancer was buried here, the dead have been rising from the graves. It's a sign that the apocalypse is coming. For more details on the rapidly coming end times, please visit our office.
Are you the one giving orders to the WAS?
Look who's here. A magician temperomancer. The enemy of humankind.
The ruiner of good fun and the vanquisher of children's smiles. I'll ask again, who is in charge of this circus?
The President told us what you are. If you want to ask him about something in person, have a look at the brochure like the others. You know how to read, right?
Bit rude. Okay, the loudmouth is just being a loudmouth. Either he says what they tell him or he truly believes it. He's not the one leading the WAS though. I need to get to the bottom of it. Draw a conclusion. Follow the thread. The loudmouth and the leaflet will lead me to my goal. I should visit the WAS, check how their recruitment is coming along, and maybe sort them out one way or another. Hello, Ellie. How you doing? Let's tell him to go away.
You'd better get out of here while I'm still in good mood. It's not too late to get sane.
Look, the magician is threatening us. They want to silence us. You can't bewitch us all.
Demon, devil, let's get him sorted.
Right, we'll
I
come
can
back.
feel my milk going sour at home.
Come on, brothers. Let's put him in his place. Afterwards, pop into our headquarters for some coffee and pastries.
Yeah, I'm struggling a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Hopefully you feel better soon though, Ellie. Yeah, I've been feeling a little bit rough today. I was like half contemplating the stream. I was like, I should have streamed this afternoon. I was sleeping. I've done stuff. I've done this. I've done that or whatever. And then it hit about 7 o'clock and I was like, if I'm going to stream, I'm going to need to stream like relatively soon. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to. And then next thing I know, I just started booting things up, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm streaming. Right, so let's start. Right, so your boy's only got 2. Reduces impact of owner's focus by 1, and that is word. We can't focus on that. If we get our Lelek out, not great news coming from the hospital, so I don't know. Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed for you, Ellie. I'm not going to start divulging what's going on or whatever, but yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed for you, okay? Suggested, right. Now, this guy, he's only got 2 focus. He needs upper and he needs the Bukovac. So if we get the upper and Bukovac sorted, especially the guy at the front, we could potentially try and do some damage over time. If we do this, it reduces the damage taken, so that will actually help us out quite a bit. Here, then we can try and do the damage over time on him, and it can also potentially slow his action. So we're going to put that in. Hopefully it slows his action down. It has. That's absolutely perfect. Okay, Ellie. Yeah, no worries. Okay, so we can also now we can start doing damage on your boy. He does need the Bukovac, so we are going to get the Bukovac out on him. We're going to do a quick bit of damage on him for some more damage over time. And then on your boy here, what does he have? Reduces damage taken by 80%. This guy, it won't reduce any of his... Yeah, let's get that out. Okay, so he's going to have some damage over time, and he's got damage over time. They've all got damage over time, which is lovely. Now they are going to all do their attack in the round. It's going to take us quite a bit of health. He's lost his trait. He hasn't, and he can't. We can't lose his trait. So if we are able to get upper out on him, and we go for the what they're gonna do, like, he's gonna just do a damage and focus. He's gonna do damage and focus, and he's gonna do a bit of damage and focus as well, and give himself counter attack, which, to be honest, it's not fantastic. It's fine. It's fine. So we are going to go for this, and we're going to go for the... We're going to remove his negative effects. Well, we're going to remove his effects. Sorry, remove his trait. Just so then he can start taking like maximum damage from his suffering. And then we're going to try... Just thinking, do we focus on... There's a 33% chance of actually killing your boy, but it's going to take us 2 rounds to do. That could slow him down. We don't have to worry about our focus. I think we're actually good. Yeah, I think I'm probably overthinking this a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to just try and do some outright damage on your boy on the left. We're going to give him some more rounds of suffering. Okay, kicking us, that's fine. Okay, apparently a boot does more damage than a bullet. Okay, so he's going to be getting a lot. He's got a team counterattack. The first attack on this target incurs a counterattack from all enemies. That's big ick. Okay, so the only thing I could think to do would be to go to him. And there's a way we can remove the... Cast state suffering on an enemy. If the enemy's health is less than 50, it gives an additional state to a random enemy. And it's very quick. I mean, he'll die. He'll outright die from this. We might as well. Might as well kill him. And then this guy, we can then do more damage over time for him. So we're going to do more damage over time on your boy. Munching. Get to munching. Oh. Yeah, these are going to die. They've got 2 rounds left. He's going to die on this round. And then if it's not this round, it'll be the next round. So we can focus your damage on your boy here. 83% chance to kill him with that. And that will absolutely kill him. Might as well. Yeah, he's dead on the left. Punch him in the gut, and we are all good. Cool. Okay, I don't think there's anything else going on except for... which way we got to go? We got to go this way. Find a way to deal with the WAS now, which... I think there's going to be a flaw in one of the guys at the WAS. So we could potentially...
That wasn't too hard.
Yeah, draw conclusion. Live photography demonstration on Thursday evening. Your boy and his playograph will appear at the headquarters of the Technician Society. This will be an opportunity to see a demonstration of live photography. Okay. Barber, this. Okay, cool. Now, stepping in here, where we're not going to be welcome at all, are we?
Fill out forms A1, B, and D12. Pay the entry fee.
Hey, he's a magician.
Who's the head of this shithouse?
I am. Włodzimierz Konieczny, chairman of the Warsaw Anti-Thaumaturge Society. And you are either extremely insolent or stupid to come here, Tempermancer.
Get them sorted, start a polite conversation. Refer to them calling you a temperamencer first.
My papa liked the word temperamencer. He was very hopeful it would catch on in Polish. I'd love to see his face right now.
Can you get to the point?
Let's start a polite conversation.
Let's talk like civilized people.
You can't talk to magicians. They're non-human, like the vampires prowling the cemetery.
What do you want?
Reveal that Lek confessed about. We did promise that we wouldn't say shit, however, fuck him.
I've heard that your contributions, including entry fees, are spent on things besides brochures and banners.
Oh, what else then?
On helping hands that dig up coffins at Bavonsky Cemetery at night.
What? Valdek, let's get out of here. I withdraw my candidacy.
Did you come here to ruin me?
And now I'll take a look around. Don't try any tricks.
Nice.
I felt something. Where is it?
That means there's going to be a... There's going to be someone with a flaw here. Conventions of the Master of Thaumaturgy. Conventions of the Master of Thaumaturgy and its appendix. The basic dangers caused by thaumaturges and how to defend against them. Darkness engulfs our land gradually, first hiding in corners and alleys, then soon break out into the daylight strong and unhindered. Therefore, we are giving the readers this document, which will reveal to everyone the truth about what thaumaturgy is and what threat it poses to the human race. In the subsequent chapters, the following topics will be described in detail. Preface. What we know about thaumaturges, thaumaturge, that word, I can't speak. Skull shape and predisposition of black magic. Part 1, Conventions of Thaumaturge's Secret Meetings. Appendix 1, on the power over minds, charms, hypnosis and how to defend against them. 2, Victims of Thaumaturges, Statistics. 3, Thaumaturgy as a source of disease and pestilence in humans and animals. 4, Rituals and kidnapping of children. 5, Dealing with the serpent people. 6, Spells, incantations and amulets against thaumaturgy. We encourage you to study this book carefully. A well-known enemy poses far less threat. Okay. Skeptical person. The cover, pages and printed letters have been penetrated by sincere mockery and incredulity. Someone who browsed the book recently didn't treat it seriously. Alright, so there's going to be a few things in here that we can have a little look at, isn't there? Is there anything over here? There's going to be... They're all in the other room, aren't they? There's something here. Reluctance stood in the way of finishing the work on time. Misconceptions about the task caused frustration. Okay. Right, we've got a newspaper or a paper here. Letter from the Prussian official. The letter of the Prussian official expressing gratitude for providing valuable information and mentoring the money of your boy. Okay. Manuscript, okay, cool. And we got this here.
No, that's still not it.
Word force dimension too low. Word. Ooh, we need to get our... We're going to need that, aren't we? I feel like we're going to need that for the conclusion.
Hello.
Hello. Can I help you?
Ask what her job is. What her job is here.
Cemeteries and fight vampires too.
What? No, I'm new here. They've only had me paint some banners for now.
What's...
I've seen them.
You notice a subtle thread of...
It's just doodling.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
I won't bother you anymore.
Can we see what that was? The only thing that's there is that word 3. But we can't upgrade it because we do need an additional... We do need another...
Tempermancer?
Salator.
Why don't we try to work something out? I'm sure there's something I can do for you in return for leaving me alone.
Now you want to make deals? Don't play tricks on me.
Never. I swear on my late papa that my intentions are sincere.
Well then, let's listen to what you have to offer.
No, we're not going to play like that.
Stop wasting my time.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable with that.
I don't have anything more to say for now.
Okay. Follow Thingy's thoughts. I guess we have to, yeah, just follow this, and then hopefully... Oh, what's this? Mailbox. You've got 3 choice matters. Is there a limit for that? I don't think so. I don't think so, but it's up to you whether you want to use it. I don't think 1 per game, because it's not the destination, as I say, it's the path. It's the choice of where you want to go. So it can be either something trivial like a cosmetic, or it can be something like in a certain quest you can say, for example, say if we was playing I mean, I know you have you finished The Witcher 3, Ellie? I'm sure you have, haven't you? Because I was going to say something then, but I don't know if it will be a spoiler. Yeah, I don't know if it's a spoiler or not. I just want to be certain that I'm not spoiling a certain part of the greatest game of all time. You have finished it. Okay, yeah, I genuinely couldn't remember if you'd... Oh, you did have a shitty ending. You did, yes, correct. Do you know there's the part in the game, spoiler alert, but you know the part of the game where you are talking to Kira Metz and she's doing some weird shit and you're trying to convince her not to do it? In my playthrough, I ended up killing her because I thought, you know, what she's doing, she's kind of, I think she, if I can remember correctly, she was, she's basically experimenting on people, and it was like, that's like a big no-no. Like, don't do that. So I ended up killing her. In that situation, if your choice matters, you could say which way you'd want to go with like that decision. Like, that's fine, but you couldn't literally say, oh, in this playthrough, I want you to play it until the point where you're gonna have this as an ending. You know, like, that makes sense. It's like, it's a choice matters, not a destination, if that makes sense. It's the best way I can try and explain it. You don't remember it. You don't remember Kira Metz. Apart from the denouncing letters in the Okrana, the mailbox is filled with someone's deliberation and doubt whether anyone actually reads the messages she delivers on a regular basis. The woman I met at the WAS headquarters is secretly snitching on them to the Okrana. However, her romantic notion of a spy's work has been confronted with reality. I could easily resolve the conflict with an anti-thaumaturgist, but it would be at the cost of giving her up to your boy. See, the problem with that this is I need to I need to have word 3. But I don't have it because I don't have... I have to play it again. I think I rushed through with it. You might have done. I'm going to talk to her.
Is there anything else you want to ask?
A choice matters I wanted to get was for KCD2. What did you have in mind? So you know her secret.
I know about your little secret. You don't work here out of passion, do you?
Is it necessary to enjoy one's job?
You work for someone else, don't you? For the Russians, not the WAS.
You must be crazy. I don't snitch to anyone. Leave me alone.
Give her the letter incriminating.
I have a document that might compromise Mr. Konieczny.
Why should I care?
Because it came from your
Your
letterbox.
supervisors will be keenly interested in this evidence, I presume.
But I've told you.
Just take this letter and do what you deem right with it. I'm sure it will help you get a better assignment than this one.
Well, just leave it with me. But I still don't know what you're talking about.
Romancing hands. Me and Benry was talking about this last night, and I was actually watching Benry on stream last night, and I think that's his main priority. I think Benry's still here. I think I'm not sure if he's got me on just background or whatever. I know he's in meetings or whatever, but that's basically the premise of his whole playthrough. Is just he just wants to fuck hands. Which, to be fair, I don't blame him, but it is what it is. Delivered evidence. Okay, draw conclusion. The Okhrana will soon receive evidence indicating subversive views. It shouldn't take too long for the effects to become apparent, thus I would consider the WAS issue solved.
What are you sniffing around here for?
I thought the Okhrana would be interested in your activities and send them some of your compromising materials. They should be especially appreciative of how your organization gets its funding from the socialists. So the Okhrana sent Mieczysława to you. Your snitch is just now strolling over to them, carrying all the evidence.
Liar.
Do you see her anywhere around here?
You will regret this, magician. There won't be a place on Earth that will hide you from the wrath of the righteous.
Fine. Just don't send your boys to the cemetery anymore. And send me a postcard from the Citadel.
You sassy queen. Right, okay, so we've sorted out the WAS. So there wasn't a Salator here. So we can go and talk to the Gravedigger. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that should be it. Yeah, over here. Yeah, so that, I'm going to say no. That would be picking a destination. Do you know, like, it's, in a way, it's like, you're not making a choice. You're making something more than a choice in a way, because it's like impacting a number of choices you would have to make. Like, say if we were there and we'd done everything coincidentally in a position, and then we're literally staring at hands in the face, and I'm like, chat, do we do it or not? And all of a sudden you go, your fucking hands with a choice matters. I'm like, I guess we're doing it, you know. So it's that.
Sweet Jesus, don't scare me. I'm just here to see if the dead are lying down as they should.
Declare that the WAS won't be a problem anymore.
First of all, the WAS won't mess around here anymore.
Did you send them to hell, where they belong?
Yeah, so say we...
I turned the matter over to the secret police. Now the Ochrana will deal with them.
Ha! They'll bring them a fate worse than death. That's the way. But now that it's all over, would you be so kind as to make a donation? For the cemetery, of course. And to make sure important notices reach you as quickly in the future.
Agree.
I'll be gracious. Please write a letter to my sister. She'll send you a check.
Thank you for looking kindly on an honest man.
Mm-hmm.
If you do expire someday, I'll get you the most exquisite hearse. God bless, Mr. Shulsky.
Okay, cool. So we've done that now, which is nice. So now we can go and look at the soiree, which will be the main attraction. And what I might do, I might actually reset the game. Since we've messed around with the settings a little bit, I'm looking and it does say like 66, 67 as well. So I might just reset the game. I'm going to save. I know it's a bit of faff. I do appreciate it, chat. I know it's a bit of a nightmare. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to... I'll quit game. It might buffer a little bit because I've got to upload the save. Guess we'll see. And yep, it's buffering. It shouldn't take too long though, chat. Yeah, it should be back now. Right then. Yeah, so I just looked now and it's gone down. It went down to 21 on the GPU. Now, naturally, it will go up with the game or whatever. But I'm just a little bit curious. So it could potentially just be a memory leak. It could just be forcing a memory leak, because now I'm sitting at 57. So I'm going to keep an eye on it, and that might actually be the case. It might just get to a point where the CPU or GPU just goes, nope, not happening. Right, cool. Right, let's get in the carriage, and we're going to go to the prepare for the soiree. I think this is where the soiree is, isn't it? Is it here? Reptilian Bash. Yes, it is there. Yeah, it is a bit of a nuisance, isn't it? I might have to venture into some other aspects of it or whatever, see if there's a workaround as well. But a lot of people have basically said the same thing, where they say the game struggles a little bit just because of like memory leaks or whatever. I don't know why. I genuinely have no... Is it happening just with this game? Yes, it is. It's just this game. But it's fine. Right, Lygia.
Lygia?
Yes?
Ask her about the company. Note her unusual attire. No.
I'll get going.
Okay, so we don't need to talk to her. We've got to go over here. And we've got our... I think this is our... Yeah, this is our new attire that we got for the party.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I see you went to a barber. That's something at least.
Recently I met a bearded guy who's not especially fussy about his appearance. And yes, people welcome him everywhere with open arms anyway.
Maybe he's a natural charmer. I've heard that can get you into the Imperial even without a tailcoat.
Very funny.
Are you getting dressed so we can go, or have you changed your plans?
No, let's go.
Yes, let's go and see if I do fit in.
In that case, I'll go get changed too.
Oh, look at us.
Look at you. And here I worried I was the only one who looked good in trousers. Very chic choice.
I mean, and again, it'll be like things like this, like where you can literally just like choice matters, and you can say this. I know you'd have to be like quick on the mark, but most of the time, if it's going to be coming a point where it could be like an important aspect of the game, we do tend to kind of pause it. We do kind of pause, like, and think, chat, what are we doing? Like, it gives people the opportunity to do a choice matters. If people know the game as well, and they know the aspect of how we're going to be going, then you do kind of like, you prep it. You know, you're prepping your choice matters. Like, I know this is going to be coming up, so I'm clicking that bitch in. So, say thank you and return the compliment.
Thank you. You look fantastic.
Thank you. You think Papa would be mad that we're going to a party right after his funeral?
I hope so.
Victor.
He could have kept from losing the bag grimoire.
No.
Yes,
No,
the
no,
carriage
no.
is waiting.
I would love to. I would genuinely love to do that. But it might be a bit too much.
Welcome to the Imperial Hotel. How may I help you?
Ligia Shulska, here on the invitation of Svetlana Rumianceva.
Yes, we're expecting you, of course. The soiree is taking place in apartment 237, second floor. I wish you a thrilling and successful evening.
I'm impressed. How did you sort that out?
Our name still means something. Let's do our best to keep it that way, all right?
Uh-oh. Oh.
Who are you, my golden slithering friend?
Victor?
Victor. Victor. Can you hear me?
Yes. Of course.
These people are just waiting for us to put a foot wrong, understand? We're walking into the Viper's Den, brother.
Reassure that everything's gonna be okay.
Everything's all right. I just got a little lost in thought. I'll be good, I promise. I'm going to hang around here a little longer. I'll meet you upstairs.
Ooh.
See you there.
So we've got another Salator here. This could most likely be... Find the person with the floor with the wild Salator. There's Sergei. There is Sofnia. Let's examine this as a point of interest. The possession of slender legs, a review of colourful feathers and sweet voices. Unlike vaudeville dancers, these beauties make their lovers part with their fortunes unwillingly. Oh, cute. Nice. No, not because of the choices you would pick. Because of the choices I would pick. Right, we got a thing here. Madame Samira. The poster's surface radiates with a positive emotion of passers-by who laid eyes on the advertisement, such as curiosity about the mysterious, psychic, or excitement revealed by a quick heart rate. Apparently, Madame's sciences are quite popular. Yeah, I don't want to get banned on Twitch just because I started fucking housing whilst he's in bear form. Spoilers.
What did we come here
Spoiler
for?
alert, chat.
These soirees are for old people.
Good evening. May I?
Please, we're not discussing anything consequential.
You keep on worrying about yourselves. I intend to make the most of this evening.
See, I told you he was in love. Miss Scowan is out of your league, my friend.
To say nothing of her father.
So, chat, I'm just quickly looking at some of the other options that was mentioned. Yeah, so there's also something from the developer saying try the steps here. Limit your frame rate to 75. Change resolution scaling to 1. I know this is like a troubleshooting fucking session. I can only apologise. Change resolution scaling. Change resolution scaling to the one that fits your GPU the most. Some say Windows mode might help. Yeah, that's literally one of the last things. Enable VSync, which I don't think we've got VSync. Turn off NVIDIA Reflex and disable frame generation. So we're gonna try all of those. And then it does say, just restart your PC after every solution, which is not an option at the moment. Keep listening.
Old Scowen and I are practically on first-name terms now. You'll see.
I'm sure. So, one eye-catching girl has already got an admirer. What does that leave us, Maxime?
Not much. The dull, the silly, or, well, the old.
En parlant de Ligia Shulska, she just passed this way.
Pigs will fly before someone fancies her.
She'd actually prefer Sophia Scowan, according to what I've heard. Well, what do
Look
you
at
think?
that fabulous mustache. Governor General's daughter, Sophia Scalan, is this year's debutante and enjoys a lot of interest. She's a young socialite who relishes the attention she elicits. Introduce yourself.
My name is Viktor Shulski.
Well, there we have it.
You won't be able to say that because your pride is too low. Interesting. So that means anytime you get a pride, it means you might need to try and do it because then it will feed into your pride so you have more. That's an interesting concept.
But I don't like what I just heard, especially about my sister.
And, what are you going to do about it?
Pardon me, gentlemen. I promised that I would be well behaved tonight.
Lunatic.
Ooh, okay. Okay, we got the birds. Right, we're going to talk to Sophia. On a gold cage is a whisper of a woman who contemplated opening it. She was close to releasing the birds for a lark to watch the ensuing chaos. Yet something stopped her, and the birds are still in the cage. Okay. I'm going to mess around with these things. So it did say, turn this off. I can't turn on VSync for some reason. Full screen, borderless, or windowed. And I don't know why. I don't know why I can't turn on VSync. Genuinely no idea. But it hasn't changed any of the aspect ratio. I'm assuming we're all okay. Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, well, someone new.
Good evening.
Good evening, Viktor Shulski.
Irina Orlova of those Orlovs. This is Natalia Obolenskaya, and this strangely quiet soul is our delightful Sofia Skawan.
Irina is exaggerating. Nice to meet you, Mr. Shulski.
The Governor General's daughter herself. How do you do?
What can you tell us?
Tell her about the gilded cage.
I've heard a certain secret. Do you want to hear it?
Come now, we won't tell anyone.
VSync forced off in GPU control panel. Your GPU setting might override the game's VSync setting. Okay, I'll have a look at that after the stream. Tease them a little first.
Or maybe I shouldn't.
Do you like being a tease?
Tell them about the Gilded Cage.
Forgive me, ladies, for teasing you like this. Here's the secret.
Come on, we're dying to know.
Someone was recently playing with a lock on one of the gilded cages, wondering what would happen if all the birds escaped captivity. And I know for certain it was one of you.
Sophia, that sounds like you. Admit it.
And now what will happen to us, Mr. Shulsky?
We can use the pride.
In exchange for my discretion, I need another secret of yours. That's the only way to keep everyone in check.
What should I choose?
Our fathers don't know we're here. There you are.
We couldn't do it
How
before we did a
naughty.
windowed mode.
None of your fathers know?
None. Especially not Sophia's. Otherwise he wouldn't have let her come.
I'm very satisfied with this trade.
Cool.
Maybe you'll tell us something about yourself.
Yeah, let's use our proud.
I suspect you want to hear more about the book.
We've never met a Thaumaturgist before. To tell the truth, I didn't believe they existed.
Why does she sound like a
Thaumaturge.
anime character?
Don't worry.
But
now you do.
That trick with the cage. You've impressed me.
It's possible. The possibility is your GPU settings according to ChatGPT. Probably is then. Ask if they're having
How
fun.
are you enjoying yourselves?
We can't complain. Seeing as we're debutantes,
No,
we're
no, no,
getting
we're
a
good.
lot
We're
of
good.
attention.
Really? And what now?
Okay,
I need to slip away for a moment.
We should go as well. We've really forgotten ourselves around you.
That's nice to hear, but I understand. The soiree won't wait.
I hear Rumyanseva has invited a real medium.
Will there be ghosts? That I'd like to see.
Okay, cool. Define debutantes. Sophia's companions told me in secret that Sophia sneaked out to the soiree with them, unbeknownst to her father. They consider it an exciting experience. There's no denying that it's quite an adrenaline rush for them. We do have some of these, but I don't think we want to be spending them at the moment. So I'm gonna hold out. I'm gonna hold out just because we might be getting another thing. Right. There's nothing else going on in here. We don't want to talk to Sergey. I don't think our pride. Although, can we see our pride level? I don't think we can we? Oh, hold on. We do look fancy. Entries, journal, Thaumaturge, no belongings. Where is it? Oh, it'd be this, wouldn't it? Don't know how we increase that. Never mind. Is there anything around here we can have a quick nose at? Okay, so that's locked. Anything in these rooms? This is locked as well. Okay, yeah, all of this is locked. That's fine. What do you mean too bad for the mustache? What do you mean? The mustache is fancy as fuck.
Shulsky? I didn't expect to see you here, of all places.
You don't know how very flattering that is. And what brings you to the Imperial?
So you want to join the Warsaw Society?
The cream of Warsaw society is here, so I thought it would be worth showing my face.
With a name like yours, I'm sure you fit right in. After all,
you mean not a fan?
Someone must have invited you.
So you know Svetlana?
The friend of a friend of a friend is throwing this party, so you might say I know the hostess.
Rumiantseva herself? Look at you.
And who invited you?
The friend of a friend of a friend. What are you hoping for this evening?
Who knows? Maybe I'm keeping an eye out for the future Mrs. Shulska.
Best of luck. You'll need it, since Lygia ended up with the entire inheritance.
You don't like mustaches, you prefer full beards. Tomorrow's stream, I'm going to have a full mustache. Gonna have to do it. Say not all of it.
My sister didn't inherit everything.
That's right, in fact. After all, Stanisław had his little black magic book. But I don't see you carrying it.
Tell him that you left the Grimoire at home.
2 is more than I can carry. I left it at home.
Understandable.
That's how we knew
Who
your
did you
father.
say you were to my father?
A trusted acquaintance. I supported him with good advice. Though truth be told, he rarely needed it. Your father had a gift for making good decisions.
Which of my father's decisions would those be?
Ones that were good for your family. Perhaps we'll have the chance to return to this another time. Goodbye, Mr. Shulski.
Yes, I'm sure.
I remind you I have 3 choice matters. Are you going to get rid of our mustache? We can't be having that. Okay, so we've got the Svetlana. We've got talk. We've got other things going on over here.
Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here.
Row of candles, an image emerges from the flames, a hand dancing over the fire, a gaze that follows it, and lips uttering words of anxious excitement, a promise of capturing, a certainty of success. You will be mine. Who is this about? Madame Samara. Okay, what about this? Mysterious book, quickly jotted words, nervous browsing, illegible words. What? Fucking can't give away my master plan. No. Ineligible notes and something else. A deed I cannot define. Something is obscuring it from me, as if the book won't want me to read. Strange. Examine this. This is going to be just the. Oh.
Maybe that's enough. What do you want?
The trick with entering someone's head. I know one person who can do that.
You're not much of a thaumaturge if you can't.
Titties!
Have you come here to
We've got
torment me?
titties!
Unmask me?
I don't see any fun in unmasking you.
So what do you want?
Thaumaturge. Madame Samira is not the only mysterious psychic, but also a thaumaturge. Aware of the wild Salator's presence, she wants to capture him for herself. So she's not happy to have another thaumaturge around. She's clearly determined to get the Salator, which is why she's trying so hard to dissuade you from the hunt. Bray is the subject of the wild Salator.
I noticed a wild Salator here. I understand your being here has something to do with him in particular.
Keep your nose out of this.
Why?
Because I'm warning you.
Say, find out how much she knows.
What do you know about this Salator? Do you know its name?
Don't you?
A name doesn't tell us much anyway. All that matters is picking out the person in this crowd with the flaw.
I know perfectly well who carries the flaw. Another reason for you to stay out of it.
Ask about the person with the flaw.
The person with the flaw attended the seance, right? So I'm on the right track.
Have you finished?
Say you do what you want. Person with the flaw. So the person with the flaw will take part in the Samara's science. The Thaumaturge cleverly planned everything.
That's not such a ladylike tone, madame. Maybe we should just let the best one catch that satyr.
You mean yourself?
End of the discussion.
So should we finish up?
That would be best. And listen to me carefully, Mr. Whatever your name is.
Shulski, but you can call me Victor.
Now, Mr. Shulski, you will vanish like a bad dream, and I will get back to work.
Okay. Okay then, cool. So there's a few. There'll be a few Salators here because she will have one as a Thaumaturge. And there's the one hiding with someone else. Discreet half words, meaningful half smiles and long side glances from behind a fan. Merely appearances. The truth is that I found myself in the den of snakes. People must tread carefully here. Anything going on in here? We can open this up. This looks odd and suspicious, but it's nothing at the moment. Right, we're going to talk to Svetlana.
And the general says to him, "Tell us something funny." Then Bautski replies, "General, why don't you shoot a cannon first?"
That's a good one. I'll have to tell it tomorrow at the Orwoffs.
Who might this be joining our conversation?
You know, sir, your face looks familiar to me.
My name is Viktor Shulski.
Ah, yes, I can see something in your eyes. I was sorry to hear about your father.
I'll see you next time, darling. Wonderful party.
See you there.
Okay.
I think I've offended the creme de la creme of Warsaw.
This is hardly the creme de la creme. How do you find my soirée?
Say what you think of her, soirée.
I admit I'm getting reacquainted with the social scene.
You spent a long time traveling, didn't you?
15 years. Over that time, I got used to harsher surroundings.
And believe me, drawing rooms can be just as dangerous as untamed steppes. You've met Anastasia and Marina. What about the others?
Where is the subject of her guests?
I've already met several distinguished guests. Madame Samira definitely stands out.
She is exceptional, isn't she? Her presence is the crowning glory of the evening. Has anyone else caught your eye?
Ivan Konieczkin, for instance. Apparently, he knew my father.
How remarkable. I wasn't aware. Konieczkin is something of a secretive person. And have you yet had occasion to meet the debutants of the season?
I'll be sure to seek them out.
This evening, Sofia Skowen herself is to grace us with her presence.
Well, well.
I suggest you move quickly. The competition is fierce.
Okay, let's get to the point with her.
The crux of the matter is that I'm here because of my father. You knew him.
That doesn't sound like a question. Of course, I was his customer. I truly am sorry for you, both of you. The death of someone close is always a dreadful blow. Please accept my condolences.
Press her more on the subject of your father.
Svetlana Petrovna, I must insist. Can you tell me something more about my father?
Mr. Shulsky, I assure you we have the most delectable vodka. Besides that, I warmly encourage you to join Madame Samira's séance. It will be an unforgettable experience. I wonder, is that truly everything our soiree can offer you?
Oh.
I've got no choice but to suffer through tonight.
No need to
Okay,
mince words.
her thoughts. So we're going to go and follow her thoughts here. Okay, so it's in here, and this is where we was thinking it's going to be this thing here, most likely. Oh, what's this, actually?
I felt something. Where is it?
There is some sudden remnants of a burnt letter on the cast iron. Her usually steady hands were shaking as her eyes followed the written words. He was watching her, she already knew that, but how dare he threaten her? Agitated, she threw the note in the furnace. Too bad she couldn't get rid of the stalker that easily. The remnants contain the author's concern about Svetlana's condition. Expressed in a seemingly kind-hearted tone, the message ended with a veiled threat foreshadowing a desire to interfere. Okay. Yep, this thing here. What is it? A string of pearls, the affection and gratitude of one woman covered by the shame of another. Though an honest gift from the Serena, Svetlana feels guilty every time she sees it. Okay, what about... Apparently there's something here. Is it a secret room? No, there's going to be something over here though. Travel chest, time worn, though it looks like new, probably heavy. The chest is kept at the ready. Svetlana's personal items were put into the chest and then removed, all due to her growing anxiety and uncertainty. Should she pack and leave? Again, a restless hand closes the empty chest and decides to keep waiting. Okay, and then the bed. The silk is soft and cool to the touch. The fabric carries I've yearned for light-heartedness, passion and a sense of security. Two people found solace in each other here. Two people, Svetlana and my father. The silk remembers. It remembers the tentative planning, the recurrent doubts, the peaceful sense that everything was as it should be, and other chaotic thoughts caused by passionate intoxication that I'd rather not know. Okay. And then a melted candle. The wax is spilled and congealed. Solidified wax carries the memory of honest grief mixed with fear. However, those motions were quickly concealed with well-practiced composure. This candle is the best farewell to the deceased that Svetlana could afford. Draw a conclusion. All of Svetlana's fears. No wonder Svetlana was reluctant to talk, as if she's afraid of someone watching her closely, especially if that someone knows a lot about her, and maybe even her pent-up desire to escape. Besides, she had an affair with my father. Maybe I could make her confide in me. Then I'd ask her about what I came for, the Black Grimoire. Okay then. So that's the balcony. We've got to go outside. We're going to go and check the balcony, see if there's anything here. Right, yeah, we'll talk to Svetlana here.
I was looking for you.
Do you smoke, Mr. Shulsky?
I've quit.
In light of our approaching conversation, why don't we dispense with the pleasantries? Call me Svetlana.
Victor.
Ask.
Mention her affair with your father.
You two had an affair.
Two grown-up, lonely people found momentary comfort in each other's arms. But romance wasn't behind that relationship. It was just that we were both looking in the same direction.
press her, ask her what that means.
What do you mean by looking in the same direction?
Okay, ask her about the charred note.
The burned note. Who sent it? I only sensed underhanded kindness.
Da, the Ochrana. I don't know which one of them exactly, if that's what you're asking. I've worked hard at it.
Press her.
When did you receive this note?
A few weeks ago, back before your father.
I see.
Okay.
That large travel chest. You changed your mind
About whether or not to pack. Right then, I wanted to escape badly, but that would have had its own consequences. In this game of false appearances, I'm the best.
I still don't know how this lovely note ended up in your hands. But in addition, I found a lovely strings of pearls, and on it, your feelings of guilt.
Your power is terrifying. Do you know that?
Talk about her feeling of guilt.
Your feelings of guilt. Do they have something to do with the Romanov court?
With the whole empire, Ruski mir im podawaj. We, the establishment, perceive the need for change. We want reform. The Colossus is already teetering, but if it falls... La guillotine, mon chéri. But I want to live, Victor. Ideally, closer to the west.
Okay, let's get to the point.
I hoped you might know something about the Black Grimoire. My father left it to me in his will, but the grimoire has gone missing.
No. In the collapsed building? Have you been there?
There's nothing there.
My dear boy, I know nothing about Stanisław's
Okay.
I'm sorry, but I can't help you there. But I will not let you leave empty-handed. I strongly believe that there's one place you ought to visit. What you find there belongs to you.
Thank you.
Okay. So does that mean she knows where the thing is? In here. Letters. Father's letters to Svetlana were very tender and romantic. I would not have expected this from him. These letters had fallen into the wrong hands. They could have done a lot more damage to the lovers. Okay, so now we've got to try and figure out who's got the floor. I really want this Salator.
I know you. I remember you from books. What's your name? Don't run away.
Splendid ladies, distinguished gentlemen, the hour is at hand. With lights dimmed and the curtains drawn, the souls of the dead slowly gather among us. On their command, I will give the chosen among you a tarot card as your invitation to the table.
His voice might be the best thing in the game, to be fair. Yeah, his voice is like... It's sensational. To be fair, like, it is a decent game. I've actually enjoyed it. It's just a shame about the crashing every now and again. The card almost burns with the emotions left on it. The Thaumaturge must have put all the hostility she could summon into the card. Hostility toward me. Maybe I will join the seance soon, but only out of spite. Examine the card.
Fool. Our dear Madame is fooling around and thinks she can scare me off. I'm done wasting time on this.
Let us gather in secret ritual. Let's not keep the souls waiting too long. Let us also make every effort together not to spoil their visit.
Okay. In the dark, Madame Samira asked to cover the windows and dim the lights. The seance requires a certain aura, so the apartment must be kept in darkness until it's over. Okay. So there's listen to this. Got a bit of cat jam going on. We got champagne glasses, the lips that sipped champagne a moment ago kept uttering cutting words of contempt. Someone clearly regrets marrying the alleged idiot Lucia, but I doubt she's the idiot in this relationship. Okay, there's something else going on over here, I think. What's this? What are we looking at? A crystal mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Arranging an unruly strand of hair, she was thinking of Teofil Skolsky, madly in love with her, willing to do anything for her, so she gave him the impossible task. Trying to comply, he set off to Africa and died tragically, squandering his family's fortune. Joy drifts over the mirror's surface. Her heart throbs when everyone is looking. When her name echoes everything. Sophia, so what if some lose their heads for her, literally. It only makes for better stories. Okay. Sophia?
Mr. Shulsky, may I have a word?
How can I help?
My friends and I are just playing Truth Order, and now it's my turn. Won't you dazzle me with your powers?
And how might my powers prove useful to you, miss?
Well, rather than truth, a dare sounds good to me. It involves finding out my comrades' secrets, Irina, Maxim, or Sergei. The trick is that you're cleverer at it than I am.
Point out that it's deceptive.
Your companions don't have anything against a little ruse like this?
It's not deception, it's resourcefulness. In theory, there's no rule against asking for help. Please don't make me beg, Mr. Shulsky.
Let me see what I can find. Will any secret do?
Any. I'll wait anxiously for your return.
Okay.
I'll take a look around.
Party game. At Sophia Scallon's request, I agreed to play Truth or Dare to help her complete a task. She and her companions are only looking for distraction by learning more about each other, but I could use that to my advantage. So you got Madame Samira over here. You've got something over here. Decorative sofa. She sat on the sofa watching the crowd, usually flirtatious and playful. She felt an overwhelming emptiness at that moment, which was something new for her. A feeling of loneliness, a need to belong. It only lasted a moment. Then she grinned and continued the same old charade. Okay, then we got a decorative vase, or vase, however you want to pronounce it. It stands on the piano, but there are no flowers in it. The vase reflects the strong emotions bubbling up in Sergei, jealously mixed with fear, jealously directed at me, as he considers me his rival. Fear that Sophia will ignore him when I'm around. Okay. Plucked leaves. Someone has nervously plucked palm leaves. Irina wound leaves around her finger with abandon, or plucked them discreetly. Immersed in thought, Sophia's charade and Maxim. She might walk up to him, but no, she won't. Hesitant, she eventually failed to make a move. Draw conclusion. A friend's secret. Hesitancy prevents Irina to make a decision. From making a decision, she feels torn. She would like to indulge herself and spend some time with Maxim, but she cannot make a move. Thus, she's in limbo, going over all possible scenarios in her head. Okay. Oh, we got a chair over here. A chair wooden armrest looked battered. Place unknown, a frustrating thought penetrated Sergei's mind as he sat on the chair, watching Sophia from afar. Why did Sophia suddenly start ignoring him? He would do anything for her if she asked. The problem is that Sophia won't speak at all. She takes no notice of him anymore. The admirer's secrets. Sergei can't stop thinking about Sophia. He cares about her so much he's willing to do anything for her. He can't understand why Sophia doesn't reciprocate his feelings, which frustrates him. He considers me a rival admirer. Okay. Something else is going on over here. We've got some empty glasses. Numerous empty glasses indicate someone here is a fast drinker. Sip by sip, sip by sip. Maxim swigs alcohol as he watches the surroundings, focusing mainly on the ladies and longing for companionship. Irina is looking pretty today. The loner's secret. Maxim is lonely, and we all are from time to time. He tries to drown his feelings in alcohol, but the effects of the is the opposite of his intentions. His attention is drawn by Sophia Scallon's friend, Irina. Okay, I think that's it, except for something over here. An ashtray full of cigarette butts. The smoking was accompanied by a joyful conversation. Sophia's friends were happy she came with them despite her father's ban. They like to watch her clever intrigues that provide them with topics of gossip. These cigarette butts have women's lip marks on them. If only their father saw what they were doing. Sophia spreads her wings when she's out of her father's sight. Watching her scheming is sheer pleasure. And that's from Natalia. Okay. So maybe you might want to talk to her. Although, yeah, I think maybe we want to talk to her now.
They're getting impatient. What have you found out?
Right, there's a fourth
I'm still
secret.
Investigating the problem.
There's still a fourth secret with this. Corridor. Right, we'll go back in. There might be something with yeah, we'll talk to her.
Here you are.
Gentlemen, meet my brother.
Viktor Shulsky.
The last Shulsky to wear trousers.
You don't know that. Miss Ligia could yet produce an heir to the fortune.
Maybe even with me, if she doesn't tell my wife.
But let's talk like men. You intend to take over your father's company, correct?
Sincerely admit that Ligia knows what she's doing.
Gentlemen, my sister knows what she's doing. Across the world, women rule over entire societies, like Great Britain. Do you remember Queen Victoria?
I suppose it's true what they say about you.
Yes? What's that?
You've lost your mind.
Okay, well, he's a bit of a prick, isn't he? Threaten them with Thaumaturge.
It's true. I'm completely nuts. I can't tell what's true and what's a bluff.
Good luck with your business, miss.
Yeah. Now I can forget about anyone wanting to say a word to me.
You've always got me. Listen, as far as those two are concerned, I just didn't like how they were treating you.
I'm used to it, Victor. Their words don't bother me. I can cope. Any progress with Svetlana?
Mention Madame Samira.
I've taken a long, deep look at Samira. She's no medium. Samira is a thaumaturge on the hunt.
On the hunt?
Tell her about the wild Salator.
Madame has spotted a salutar that's attached to one of the guests.
What kind of salutor?
Remember those fairy tales Mother used to read us? And the legend of the golden snake?
Yes, Veles.
Yes, I'm glad you're here.
Are you also hunting for him?
I admit I like to have him. I haven't made up my mind.
Be careful.
I am. That's why I haven't made up my mind.
So his name's Veles, so it's the Slavic lord of the underworld, the god of wealth and a schemer. The soiree gives him a perfect conditions for feeding, goading and plotting. So it's someone who attaches someone of wealth. It might actually be Sophia. Ray is the subject of Svetlana.
Unfortunately, Svetlana doesn't want to breathe a word of it.
I'm sure she doesn't trust you. In company like this, that speaks well of her.
Why the cold shoulder, Ligia?
I've never liked her. Her manner gets under my skin. I've heard she's a dreadful schemer.
Ligia's reaction. Strange, Ligia usually refrains from gossiping. She's always been the first to condemn such behaviour. What she said about Svetlana might have been caused by the Salutator's influence on the environment. Tell her about the affair between Svetlana and your father.
Did you know that Papa had an affair with the host of this party?
Are you sure?
Absolutely. As sure as the Thaumaturge can be. I felt what he felt when, well, you know.
Oh, stop! That's disgusting. Quickly, change the subject.
Okay, what about Sofia Scallon?
Sofia Scallon, the Governor General's daughter. Do you know her?
No, and I don't suggest you make her acquaintance either. Skawon can't stand thaumaturges.
Okay, Governor Scallon is not very fond of thaumaturges. Why am I not surprised? Another person who sees an obscure threat in us. Mention that you've met Konechkin.
Guess who I ran into again? All mysterious and carved up.
Ivan Konieczkin?
Indeed.
What do you know about him?
Not much. He was an acquaintance of Papa's. Well, in theory, it's thanks to him that we're here.
What? Ligia?
I know that nothing comes for free, but he really didn't want anything.
Yeah, he looks like a real altruist.
Ask if she's having fun.
You enjoying yourself in this Viper's den?
The vodka is quite tolerable. I'm observing my own brother taking out his anger on ordinary mortals.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I'm going.
Cool. So we know the Salator is called Veles now. Now, is there anything else we can find out regarding the secrets of Sophia's companions? I don't think so. I don't think there's really anything else going on. We could probably talk to Madame Samira as well. Yeah, we'll do that first. We'll let her know what these things are.
What have you found out?
Okay, we'll let her know about Irina's
Miss
secret.
Irina would like to get to know Maxim better, but she keeps hesitating.
What? She never told me. Some friend she is. And what does our dear Maxim think of that?
Reveal Maxim's secret.
Maxim only has one thing on his mind. Miss Irina.
Oh, I knew it!
Oh, I was wondering where you'd gone off to.
You know Sergei, don't you?
I do.
We're already acquainted.
Mr. Shulsky and I have completed my extra difficult dirt together.
At your service.
Now time for truth.
There we go.
Are
There
you
it is,
seeing
chat.
anyone?
Meaningful question. Sophia seems to be toying with me. She keeps boldly asking me about my private matters, looking for strength in her impertinence. I only wonder if she's toying with Victor Shulsky, the person, or the Thaumaturge. Draw a conclusion. The scheming of Scallon's daughter has made her the elite's favourite. Her plots provide distraction and make up the content of keenly spread gossip. At the moment, I am the object of her games. She's teasing me to spite her father, who hates Thaumaturges. Or is it a charade to mask her loneliness? Avoid answering.
Maybe we should not reveal all our secrets to one another right away.
Mr. Shulsky, our time is up. Sophia and I must leave for the seance. Madame is waiting.
Thank you once more.
Yeah, we don't want to give her too much information because she wants to gossip, so we're not actually going to give her the gossip.
Therefore, Veles chased Sophia Scowen and her floor here. She seemed like such an innocent girl, didn't she? Unless you count sending her admirer on a deadly trip to Africa. It's no coincidence she focused on me. After all, old Scowen hates Thaumaturges. The little scamp. If I want to discern that little schemer's flaw, I'll have to join that sepulchral table. Either her scheming or her jealous knight in shining armor will help me identify her flaw. I hope her father doesn't find out.
Okay, so Sophia's Scallon's flaw. After the game of Truth or Dare, something flickered around Sophia's Scallon. A flaw induced by scheming. It fits. After all, Sophia has a fondness for high society and playing games. The Salator at the Imperial Hotel, Veles. The inciter is lured by the flaw of the schemer Sophia Scallon. In order to capture him, I have to play by the rules here, which means exposing Sophia as some stirring experience. I sense that a scandal is inevitable. Take part in the seance. Okay then.
Is this seat free?
The energy is dissipating. Ladies and gentlemen, I am losing contact with these souls.
Well, it was the souls that chose me after all.
It's true. The gentleman has a card.
Let us lay our hands on the table. Let us allow our minds to liberate themselves from our bodies toward the edges of the world as you know it.
Are you thinking of someone exceptional whom you wish to summon?
Reply that you were thinking of someone in particular.
That's exactly the sort of person I had in mind.
Oh, is it a long-lost love?
Rather a future delightful acquaintance.
Leave her alone.
Sergei, this has nothing to do with you.
Dear guests, I implore you, the souls.
We have to goad her. Reveal Sergei's devotion.
Your devotion goes unnoticed, and you know full well why that is.
I do. I am your father's choice, not yours, aren't I?
Quiet, please.
Well, this will make your companions happy. Making fools of people, heaven forbid.
Sit down.
My poor heart.
Focus on someone you want to make contact with.
We could instigate a duel with Sergei.
Would a duel make you happy, miss? Between this poor man and me?
Are you all going to fight now?
Choose a location.
A duel over me would be truly beyond exciting.
Yes, I think so too.
Don't you dare! You were supposed to stay away. I was supposed to leave here with Veles. All that work for nothing.
Say your chances were equal.
Spare yourself the trouble. It was a fair fight.
But I don't intend to hold you here. Truth be told, I even feel sorry for you.
What does that mean?
Rid yourself of the pride you've got within. Otherwise, it will lead you to the gallows.
Enough of this. There's a salutator waiting for me.
Enjoy him, fool.
There we go. Okay, so we've got Maxim's shadow and we've got Sergei's shadow. So we can improve our thaumaturge here, I think. Maybe just the... Oh, actually, before we do that, I'm going to just quickly look. They've got nothing. That's with upper, so that's fine. You know what? I'm just going to start the fight because I'm going to keep the thaumaturgy points. Okay, so we've got Good Luck Kiss, Lottery, gives a 50% chance of dealing double damage. Okay, so we're currently waiting, we're going to be getting 3 points off our focus in this round. So I think it's in our best interest to get out Lilek. We're going to we're going to use this and we're going to put them in a suffering state. So it's just give them lottery. So they're in a suffering state. They're going to be taking some more damage with that. Interrupts the enemy's planned attacks. That means they're not going to be doing this attack. We might as well go for the diversion here. There we go. And that means they should... That means they won't be doing an attack this time round. Then we might as well get the diversion on that and then get our upper on this, which means we can then go for a... We don't want to be going for the focus here. We might as well just go for flat out damage. They are both slow, so we might as well go for this. We'll just get rid of his trait. We might as well. So trait disabled. He's going to shoot. It's only 3 health and 2 focus. That's not the end of the world. That was a lot of damage from the boss actually. So now we're going to try. That will end up killing them outright anyway. We can try and get some of our health back with issuing an order with this. It means the... Yeah, we get some of our health back. And with this, we're going to get a concussion. We can end up killing it outright. There we go. So we got this coming out in a second. Then we've got the inflict. That's the planned attack. We could do this and then potentially... Yeah, we'll do this and then the upper will end up doing some damage on it. We can end up getting... That's going to give us some health, and now the upper should be able to kill it in this round, hopefully. If we use... Actually, if we use the Booker back here... Doom, that's going to take too long. The Lelek removes all... don't want to be doing that. I think it's in our best interest just to use the Book of Ak here and try and use... either way, they're going to be doing damage. So we just go for that. There we go. It's only 3 health and 2 focus. It's not the end of the world. They should die from the damage over time. There we go. Okay, so now we've got 3 enemies here. We've got Sophia's Shadow, we've got Tearfield's Shadow, and Father's Shadow. Okay, so we're going to be losing a lot of focus in this round. So it's none of... Well, you've got the Book of Ak, and you've got Book of Ak. We've got to restore some of our... We do have to restore some of our focus here. This is going to give someone a lottery, so I think probably it's in our best interest to try and... Do we just go for Book of Ak here? I mean, this gives 40% less damage, and that's 40% less damage as well, but I think this is what we should focus on with Sophia's Shadow. That's going to give damage over time. Yeah. Okay, I think we're in a good spot here. We do have 9 focus here. He's dropped some focus. She's got damage over time. If we can now get the... If that will slow the enemy down, she's only got this round. So who's going next? You're going next, and then it's you. So it's the 2 boys on the left and right. If we can do outright damage, that would be great. 6% chance of doing a double damage, which isn't fantastic. It's only 3 to 4 normal. They're not in a suffering state. They're in a suffering state though, so that means it could be a possibility of actually wiping... Let's get that on, and we can try and do a reduces focus, protects us. How about we use the Book of Ak? That will kill her outright. I think we need to do it on these. It will disable a trait. I think he's probably more damaging at the moment as well because of the lottery, so we're actually going to use it on him. Trait disabled. We've got a bleed. That's fine. She's going to die relatively soon. So here we might want to use the Book of Ak again on your boy here. See what happens. 12. Okay, nice. She's dead. Okay, so they've both got damage over the time now. We should be okay, chat. If we was to use this, that'll be killing that at the end of the next round. What does... I'm just trying to be a little bit conscious with... If we attack this guy here, if we try to do it with upper, we can get some of our health back, yes. I think that's in our best interest at the moment to get some of our health back. It'll give us 11 points back. And with us, we can go for this guy and we'll go for the... And we'll go for that. We shouldn't die from this now. Okay, we've got 14 health back. We've killed your boy. There's only one left. This guy has got 2 health left. We might as well just go for a quick attack. Just slot him in straight on the chin. And that's Velas. You required the sort of score, the floor scheming.
Then you'll stop fighting me.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this evening the souls were particularly restless.
The souls have now told me everything I needed to hear.
Oops.
And you, sir, what can you tell us?
Let's grant Sophie a peace.
Let it sink in that you're free, finally. Neither your father nor your environment define you.
I'm sorry Sergei's pride was hurt because of me. I wasn't good to him. I wasn't myself.
Say that your father was also difficult.
I know what it means to live in the shadow of a father, but that's all behind me now.
What did you do?
Say you found your own way of living.
I met someone who helped me undo the mistakes I made because of my father.
It sounds like that was someone very dear to you.
Lovely.
What's going on here? The guests are complaining, and with good cause, I see. We're terminating this disaster.
Farewell, Viktor Shulsky.
See you.
No, I don't think so.
Wait, it was you Mr. Puhalski was talking about.
What was he saying?
That you're a bore, a troublemaker, and a pest. Let's go.
Excuse me? Oh, more fighting. Lovely. So we've got this, but we can't use it because we need to master with Rasputin's help. So we're going to ignore that. We're going to start the fight, and hopefully we can just nuke as quickly as possible. Dimensions weakening, perception weakened, pay a visit to Rasputin. Okay, so we are debuffed at the moment. That's fine. We're going to... Invulnerability makes it immune to gaining new negative effects. Attack with upper, he's fine. We need to attack with the Book of Ak, and he's fine as well. This one's probably the one that's in our best interest. Although saying that, if we go to... If we get the Lelek out, we can get him down. This guy, we could probably do a quick attack. We could probably slow him down and do the suffering. Yes, we're going to do that. Hopefully we can slow your boy down. We did. We slowed him down. That's perfect. He is going to be done relatively soon. Now we can go to another damage over time on him. Or we can focus it on someone else. Yeah, we'll focus it on someone else, actually. Spread the damage. Oh, he's got 2 counts of suffering here. He's taking more damage. He's done. We can now use our... Let's use the Booker back. I'll do like the Booker back damage. And that's going to give him suffering as well for doing that. And cast state on all enemies. So we might as well do that to spread the whole damage across everyone. On your boy here on the back, we're going to go for a... That's going to be too slow. He's gone. This guy, so we could probably do it on this guy, and we could probably slow him down. This is going to give us 6, that's 1, and that's 2 to 4. So he's going to be doing the most amount of damage. We'll try and slow him down. Here we go. Okay, he's gone. Well, he should be. He should be. Oh, sir. No, it's nothing. Okay, they've got a lot of damage. This is a lot of damage getting output to all these lads. We can now go to the upper, and I think we could probably try and regen some of our health. 50% chance to kill him. Or this guy. This disables this trait. We might as well. This guy at the back, he's taking a bit of damage. He's taking a lot of damage. He's definitely going to die at the end of this round. Who's the next person to... So it would be this guy. So we could try and kill him. This won't kill the guy outright. 6% chance to deal double damage. Let's try. Nope, no, we haven't killed him off in this round. 3 damage, not the end of the world. He's dead. He's going to be dying this round. They're all going to be dying this round anyway, so it makes no difference. It just really matters on what we want to be doing here. We'll restore 12 points of our health with this. Who's the next person to attack you? Yeah, we'll let the upper do their thing. So we're going to do this. There we are. So you're dead. Max health at the moment. 36 health, so we've gone back down. And they've both been wiped. Lovely.
Victor, don't scare me like that.
Mr. Sursky, are you alright?
I think it's time for us to go.
I'll snug us a carriage.
You'll have a hard time at this hour. I'll drop you off.
See, you can always count on Mr. Konieczkin.
Victor. Thank you. That's very polite. Thank you for an interesting evening.
Let her get angry.
What?
I didn't say anything.
Fine.
Ligia. Good night.
Yeah, we don't want to piss her off even more, do we? So captured but untamed Salators won't obey your orders. They have to go to Rasputin. So we've received a new quest for all of those. Yeah, we've got all that here. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that in the next stream. We're going to go to Rasputin at the start of the next stream, just because I'm a little bit conscious of the stream dying or whatever. But yeah, that's been fun, Alice. I think this is going to... I think at the moment, like, I think we're still in like chapter 1, and apparently there's like 5 chapters, so this could be a long playthrough. I have no idea. I think so anyway. I think someone mentioned that in one of the streams before. Thaumaturge game, how many chapters? Oh, there's 3 main chapters. Acts, also known as acts. Within each act, you have multiple story missions to complete, as well as plenty of side content to unlock to delve into. While focusing on main objectives, it's 14.5 hours. So I think it's not too bad. I think it's relatively, it won't be relatively long. But we are fucking around a little bit, aren't we? But it is fun. It is actually a fun game. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to love and leave you all. I hope everyone has had a lovely evening anyway. I hope people enjoyed it. I am going to go and rest up for the rest of the evening. I am a little bit knackered. The prologue is prologue and 3 acts, yeah. And I think we're still in Act 1. I think we get in towards the end of Act 1. I guess we'll see. But yeah, obviously, anyone who wants to keep up with the gameplay or whatever, keep up with the channel, then obviously drop a follow. Those at YouTube, drop a sub. But obviously, come over here. This is where the good stuff is. And join us on the Discord. We hope to be doing a community night on Saturday. We'll see how we're feeling, actually, because say I'm a little bit worn over the last couple of days. And it'll be Gang Beasts, so if anyone wants to come along for that, they're more than welcome to. And if there's any recommendations, throw them up in Discord as well. We will be playing this until we finish it. Hopefully it doesn't give us any more problems over the next couple of days. And then we should be either dropping it into Atomfall or Expedition 33. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what our kind of flavour is at the time. But yeah, hope everyone has a lovely evening. I'll see everyone most likely tomorrow. But if not, I'll give people a shout anyway in the Discord, and I'll see everyone when I see you. So have a lovely, lovely rest of the evening, everyone. I'll see you all soon. So take it easy, take care, and bye bye.